Welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for the Nintendo GameCube. Alright my friends, welcome back. So as you can see, we are entering the Tower of the Gods. This is a pretty cool place, I have to admit. There are some slightly difficult puzzles, but some of them are actually generally quite easy. I always remember the first time I entered this place. On the left, as you can see, there are some cracked walls. I would always go through them first, but that kind of hinders me because I can't currently do anything in that area. Now as you can see, the water is rising and falling. That allows you to get to certain doors and locations within this dungeon. As you saw over there, when the water lowered itself down to, I guess you could say, the lowest level it can, it allows you to go into that area over there, which has got a door behind it and everything else. You don't need to go that way unless you want the map or the compass. I can't remember which one's in that area, but we're mainly going this way. So yeah, I mean the puzzles aren't too difficult. This is probably the easiest one in the entire dungeon, which is literally just lifting up a statue and placing it over here like that. And this is the first proper door that you really need to go into. What you pretty much have to do here is, as you can see, just again lifting stuff up, putting it on switches and generating, in this case, a bridge for us, which is pretty nice. Now what you will notice here, when you do this, is that Chew going to try and screw me over? He is, isn't he? Yeah, I can see what you're doing. Screw you, I'm out of here. Yeah, what I was going to say is don't worry about it, basically, if that happens, because the water will fall back down, the block will fall back onto the switch, which allows you to come over to this key of some kind. I'm only assuming it's a key because it does something for us in the next pretty much 5 seconds. Just outside of this room there is a slot on the floor, and it matches the bottom of the key that we have here, like that. And what that does for us is that generates enough power to lower the gate that's literally just around the corner from us, and this allows us to go around there and get the key that we need to go through the locked door that is actually behind the damaged walls that I was originally going to go in, but chose not to because of prior experience. So yeah, we can't currently do anything over there, but this is just a speedier, non-BS version how to clear this dungeon. Hopefully I don't run into any trouble along the way and kind of make myself sound a little bit foolish with that, but we should hopefully have no problems in this dungeon. I do know it fairly well. Now as you can see over here, there are 2 statues this time. Ooh. Which is pretty much just the exact same mini puzzle that we pretty much just did, except there's 2 statues this time and 2 switches on the floor like that. So this really isn't that difficult. But what this dungeon is getting you prepped up for is the moving and placing of objects, which you pretty much need to do a heck of a lot in this dungeon. So we are going to be learning a song that allows us to control and move objects, which will come in handy later on because we get to actually use that song to control people as well, which is a pretty nifty song, I have to say. Alright, so I've moved that block there on purpose because it creates a line of blocks for us that allows us to jump over to the end, which, as you can see, there are 2 torches. So hopefully we have enough time to get over here. We do, which is nice. Light up both of these torches and that generates a chest for us in the middle there. Now if my memory serves me well, there should actually be a key in this chest. There is indeed. Alright. It's good when things go the way they're supposed to go, except what the heck is going on here? Screw you guys, I'm getting ambushed by electronic shoes. Go away. Alright, well, F that. I'm getting the heck out of this place. Don't need to be back over here anymore. But you want to make sure that you've got some bombs at this point, because I don't think there's any way you can get past them walls unless you blow them up with the bombs. So make sure that you've got them first before you come to this dungeon, because you will need them at some point. 1 will do, to be fair though, because there are 3 walls there that you can destroy, but you only really need to destroy 1 of them. So yeah. Come here with 1 bomb and you will be okay. Unless you miss, in which case you're fucked. Right, so what that does for us now is that allows us to get into the next area of this main hall, I guess you could say. This is kind of the main hall of the dungeon. Wait for the water to rise, get onto the ledge. Might as well wait here for a second and admire the water-filled view of the inside of this place. Alright, that should be enough time. Another electronic tube, go away. There we go, you just want to go through here now. Right, oh jeez. It's up to you if you want to do this. I'm doing this just because these guys really annoy me. That should hopefully have... Wow, okay. That normally does kill them. Stop it already. I don't like these things in the slightest. And I can't do anything because I'm in the freaking water. Oh, great. Leave me alone. Bomb, please kill them. Help me out here, would you? Right, screw you guys. I'm trying to freaking do something here. And for killing the electronic tubes, you get a staircase for some reason. I don't know why, but it gives us access to the next key, which again, you can literally just place outside of this room. But I was hoping that the bomb would kill all of them, because they were all right next to each other at the start. That would have been, you know, a real blessing for us, but it's alright. What we actually need to do is avoid that one, because we don't need to kill that one at all. Or that one, for that matter. All you need to do is just come over here and place this key down onto the slot within the floor, and what that does for us is that stops the water flow that's coming out of the mouth there, which allows us to get access to that door that's just underneath it. Now you can go through this door here if you want to. You don't have to unless you're after the map or the compass. Again, I can't remember which order they are in, but the first room I told you had a compass or a map in it, and that one has the same, so it's up to you if you want to get either of them in this dungeon. But if you're following my walkthrough, you won't actually need to. I know this place pretty well, so we shouldn't really have any issues. Oh damn it, get in the boat just in case. Last thing I want is to get all the way over to the door there, and then the water level lowers and I can't get in it and I end up drowning in this place. Okay. I mean, I've never really sped run a Zelda game before. I mean, maybe leisurely, just in my own time to see how quickly I can get through a game, like for example Ocarina of Time. But this dungeon in particular, if you're really quick and stealthy and good about it, and not headbutting staircases like that, which eats up your time, you can do this dungeon in about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, maybe less. You know, glitch free. I don't know, but I'm hoping for a fairly easy run on this place, to tell you the truth. Now, I am trying to avoid that podium that's in the middle of this circular room, because that's actually, as you just saw there, some kind of laser that fires at you, and if it gets you, it can really mess up your... what am I doing? It can really mess up what you're trying to do. Because you try and get up, and it knocks you back down again. There we go. Now, we don't have a third statue, but thankfully the game is generous and allows us to just step on it, and that is it. You don't need anything staying on it. That is just enough to generate power for these platforms that are rising and falling here. Okay, so I see you, rat. Yes, I remember the treachery you caused me back in the Forsaken Fortress. You can go to hell. Alright, so this is, to tell you the truth, this is actually kind of the main room of the dungeon, because this is where all the magic happens. First things first, there is doors that are lit up like this. Please tell me there is some health and not tons of rupees that I don't need in a dungeon. Why did the Zelda games always do that? I hate it when Zelda games do that. You're really going to try and screw with me here, aren't you? I can see it. I can see what you're doing. I was about to say, please don't jump on the platform. Screw you both. Okay, right. Right, now then, let's see. Yeah, we can call this thing, which is what this little stone tablet over here tells us. We can call them and guide them. So let's go ahead and do that. So Link apparently knows how to talk to statues. He does, and they come to life. This is a pretty darn magical place. So let's see. Yeah, just have it follow you around here. It's not too bad. I always get confused because there's, well, this thing above us, the platform that you can see right through. But you don't need to do anything with that, not unless you actually want to, but you can just do what I've done here and just run across here. You can just jump across like that. I'm not sure what this would be used for. I never normally use it, so that's up to the individual, I suppose. Oh, damn it. Go away, please. Just freaking... Oh, yes! Wow, that was a boss move. Don't mean to brag, but that kind of was. So when we go back into the main room, we just place the statue on the floor like this, and it hops off onto one of its own resting platforms or podiums. In its own time, of course. And what we need to do is we need to do this another 2 times because there is 3 statues that we need to call upon. And what that will do is generate some kind of portal where this song has just spawned for us. So let's go ahead and learn that because we can't get the other ones without this song. Alright, so this is how we control the statues and future characters within this game. It's fairly easy to remember as well, you just, I don't know, you just do after a while. But this is the command melody, that's it, that's what it's called. And what that does is that unlocks the next door for us because it knows that we can't go through it until we have that song. So thankfully the game has some high level IQ. Alright, so we haven't actually faced off against a Dark Knight yet in this game. But I am excited to have one of them coming our way. Hey, there we go, some health, finally, right. I do have a fairy on me, but I'm only saving that unless I need it for a boss fight. Screw you. You can use the Deku Leaf to put their flames out if you want to. I may even have to do that on the one that I can't get to. Unless the boomerang does it for me. Let's give that a try. No, okay, that didn't do sweet FA, alright. Let's go ahead and put out them flames then. There we go, right, and it just puts it out and the skull falls down into the abyss below. But what you want to do here is Link is looking up once again, which is very thankful. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, actually just go all the way over to the end. You can't go through the door on the left. I've just remembered that. You just want to go all the way over to the end. And the famous eye is on the wall there. You can tell what that probably is going to be used for in the near future. Right, let's see. Yeah, this is a fairly easy one to get as well. If I remember correctly, the third one is actually probably the hardest statue to get, which kind of makes sense. But what you want to do here is activate the command melody and take control of this statue. Okay. So let's see what... Oh, come on! What are you freaking doing to me here? This is one lazy-ass statue. Right, follow me a second, because I've just remembered what I've got to do here. I've got to step on this one, and I have to take control of you, because that's what you need the command melody for, as I said. Okay, right, stay on the freaking platform. Right, okay, let's do this. Because we can get over there with the grappling hook, but obviously a statue can't swing in this game, so let's go ahead and take control of the statue instead. We can return at any point. You can't take control of seagulls unless you have a... can't remember exactly what it looks like, but it's some kind of pear that you place on top of your head. I haven't showed that off yet in this game, but at some point I probably will do, just for the sheer fun of it, because it does also allow you to get some items in this game, like pieces of heart and stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this statue now. And we have to leave it behind pretty much immediately, because as you can see there is an eye on the wall, and the boomerang isn't going to do that, and we certainly don't have a slingshot, so I wonder what item we're going to be getting next. I can only imagine. Bit of a funny angle to get the hook shot there, if you ask me, but I'm going to take it anyway. So now, as you can see there, that door is now okay for us to go into. And I always make sure just to do an extra swing, because I've actually found that I've gotten a little bit impatient in the past and ended up falling off the ledge. And believe me, it's just not worth it. But this, my friends, is where we come across our first Dark Nut in the game. And he is quite intimidating looking, and I think he is a little bit stronger than the rest that we face, just for the sheer fact of him being the first version of this enemy that we have faced. So let's go ahead and do this. This is a good time for Orcus training to pay off, because you can actually counter his attacks like that by jumping over his head, hitting him on the back, and if you've got a good opportunity, try and knock him over as well, because that definitely works well in your favour. Come on, let's go. Counter moves are definitely the best in my opinion. They definitely give you that fighting edge, and you can actually pick up the enemy's weapon and just go ahead and throw it at him as well like that, which is pretty funny. He will have some invincibility frames though that do help him out when he gets up, so you can't keep him down unfortunately. But that is that Dark Nut taken care of. The door is unlocked and a chest has now spawned in the center of this room for us, and as you can see, it's a pretty nice looking chest, so I can only imagine what this might be. But if you whack these pillars or throw the sword at the pillars, what it does is they have stuff within them, so like hearts and rupees and whatever else. Normally it's just that though. Okay, nothing in that one, but I will come over and break this orb, because as you can see there is one of them belts. Alright, let's go ahead and get this item. I've been waiting a long time to receive this, because in my opinion this is one of the best items in the game. This is the Hero's Bow. It's a pretty darn awesome item, and it's more than likely one of the best I think you're going to come across in this game. Gives you 30 arrows to start off with, which is pretty generous. But yeah, we now have the Hero's Bow, guys, so you can imagine what we're going to have to face the boss with. As with the rules with many Zelda games, that's pretty much what you have to do. You have to use the item that you obtain within the dungeon. But yeah, we'll see about that in the next episode, guys. Alright, so I hope you're enjoying the playthrough, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.